This is Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget, and this is HQ Videos for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a current subscriber, what's up? You're greatly appreciated. Come on in, make yourself at home. You know the routine. This week, and by the way, early Happy New Year's and Happy Holidays to everyone. But for this week's video, it takes me back to Goodwill. Actually found a few Disney Blu-rays I've been looking for. One old school, couple of newer Disney titles. I have an extremely rare out-of-print Kino Lover pick, my 3D pick for the week, Warner Archive. So have some bangers in here. But before I get into what I picked up, not only do I collect movies, yes, I'm one of these weird, wild individuals. I actually watch them. And on a weekly basis, I like to share some of the things I've watched, either physical media, live in the theater with my family, or streaming off the Fire Stick. And for this week, I have 2 physical media picks and 2 streaming videos. The first one is a 2019 adventure comedy family mystery film, Dora and the Lost City of Gold. This was directed by James Bobbin, produced by Kristen Burr, written by Nicholas Stoller. This stars the voice of Benicio del Toro, Madeline Miranda, D. Bradley Baker, Malachi Barton, Sasha Toro, Mark Weiner, Eva Longoria, and Michael Pena. The plot behind this: having spent most of her life exploring the jungle with her parents, nothing could prepare Dora for her most dangerous adventure ever, high school. Always explore, Dora quickly finds herself leading Boots, Diego, a mysterious jungle inhabitant, and a ragtag group of teens on a live-action adventure to save their parents and solve the impossible mystery behind the lost Inca civilization. And I'm somewhat familiar with Dora and Diego because of my son, who's 16 years old, 16 right now. I watched a little Diego and Dora Explore. Very cute, family-friendly live-action film. They did a few winks and a nod to the cartoon by kind of breaking the fourth wall and talking to the audience, translating Spanish, and just kind of goofy stuff like that, though. But fun cast of characters, great adventure, just a really fun family film. So if you like that kind of stuff and you're a fan of Go Diego or Dora the Explorer, definitely check out Dora and the Lost City of Gold. My next pick is a 2012 action thriller, Erased. This is directed by Philip Stoltz, produced by Kenneth Atchity, written by Arash Amel. This stars Aaron Eckhart, Liana Liberto, Olga Kuryalenko, Garrick Hagan, Eric Godin. The plot behind this: a former agent of the CIA and the estranged daughter go on the run after his employees target them for assassination. And this is a pretty decent crime thriller, reasonable amount of action in there. I can't say it's incredibly new idea or subject matter, though, but I like Aaron Eckhart. The action, again, was evenly paced. There's nothing like Mission Impossible, Fast and Furious, but crime, action, and decent storyline. So if you like that, you like Aaron Eckhart, definitely check out Erased. My next film I actually saw on Disney/Hulu. This is a 2024 science fiction thriller film, The Assessment. This is directed by Fleur Fortune, produced by Stephen Woodley, screenplay by Dave Thomas. This stars Elizabeth Olsen, Alicia Vikander, Himesh Patel. The plot behind this: in the near future, society enforces strict regulations on parenthood due to environmental collapse and resource scarcity. Pharmaceutical cocktails that dramatically increase human life expectancy and health span also inhibit reproduction, such that procreation is only possible through artificial wombs. Prospective parents must undergo a rigorous 7-day assessment to determine their suitability for raising a child. Mia and I believe it's Aryan Aryan, a married couple residing in a secluded, technologically advanced home beneath a protective dome, are eager to have a child. I watched this on the Hulu Disney Channel. Very cool dystopian psychological thriller. It actually is a good movie to spark conversation. Would you be willing to expand your life to live in somewhat of a repressive society and possibly not reproduce and have children? Weighing one or the other, you can live maybe past 100, 120, who knows, and not have children, or have children and live a normal life. So, very cool, very unpredictable, very quirky movie. So, I liked it a lot. My only complaint, not necessarily about, well, it's not about the movie itself, it's the platform. I watched it on Disney Hulu. My God, when did they start dropping so many damn commercials in these movies? I remember with Amazon Prime, usually you have a commercial at the beginning and maybe sometime in the middle, maybe two. It's going to be 4 or 5 different commercials throughout the movie. Kind of spoiled the movie a little bit for me though, but still, very cool, dystopian, different type of sci-fi picture. So if you like that, kind of in the vein of 1984 to a certain extent, if you like that kind of dystopian type of picture, definitely check out The Assessment. If you can, avoid watching on the Hulu or Disney. I'm looking to get a physical copy of this. My last film, I actually watched this on Netflix without the commercials. This is a 2025 South Korean science fiction disaster film, The Great Flood. This is directed by Kim Byung-woo, also written by Kim Byung-woo, produced by Chun Roy Kyung. This stars Kim Da-mi and Park Hae-soo. The plot behind this: Anna, an AI researcher and recent widow, wakes in her apartment to find floodwater rising in the 30-floor complex. With her 6-year-old son, Jae-in, she attempts to reach the roof and receive a call from United Nations officials who inform her that agents are en route to extract her and Jani by helicopter. And good, better, or different, I have a habit of watching movies or picking movies kind of like by the covers or by the cover art. Kind of like I did back when in the Netflix days. You look at the back of it, kind of scan it over, see if there's any actors or actresses that you know, and just get a quick synopsis of the movie. I just kind of did a quick trailer look at this. I don't even look at all the trailers, maybe the first 10 or 15 seconds. It comes off like a disaster movie. It's actually more than a disaster movie. It's a science fiction movie. I don't want to spoil the plot for you though, but it's very cool. Just to give you a little hint, in the movie, the female protagonist, she also most of the time has a shirt with numbers on it. Pay attention to the numbers. It's very significant in the movie though, but very surprisingly good disaster / science fiction with a very strong emphasis on the science fiction film. So if you like that, something a little bit different with a strong disaster film overtone, definitely check out The Great Flood on Netflix. Now, those are the films I watched for the week. Without further ado, sit back, relax, have a drink of a smoke, and I'll get you on the other end of this video. You can sit back and chill like Sherry is right here on the couch. We're back at the Black Cave. Back at the Black Cave. We are back at the motherfucking Black Cave. Have my pickups here from Goodwill. Have some Disney pickups here. Have my Kino Lorber pick. Have an out of print, very rare out of print Kino Lorber. My 3D pick. My classic Warner Archives pick. So I have some bangers in here. So let me get these situated and get you guys on your way. Hold on. Okay, let's start with what I picked up at Goodwill. And Goodwill's getting really kind of chaotic with the pricing. It's like one day the Blu-rays are $6, one day they're $4. So, but I did find some that I was actually looking for my collection. First one, and I don't believe this has a Blu-ray release, at least a U.S. Blu-ray release yet. Danny DeVito, Others People Money. It's a Warner Brothers release. I would think that this might be a Warner Archive possible release, but with the possible acquisition of Warner Brothers by Netflix, we might never see a Blu-ray copy, so I don't know. Other People's Money, Warner Brothers. Next, we have The Captive. I mentioned this in one of my movies I watched for the week. Not a bad movie. It's Ryan Reynolds in a serious role, no comedy at all. It's a little slow-paced. It was just okay. It's not like a nail biter or anything, though, but it's more of a suspense drama. And so Lionsgate release. The Captive. Next, been looking for this for a while. Mary Poppins, the original, with Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke, who I believe just hit 100 years old, so good for him. Seems like a really decent guy. I've been watching him since the Dick Van Dyke show, black and white. Of course, reruns. I wasn't alive for the original broadcast. I'm not that old. But you have Mary Poppins, the Blu-ray and the DVD. And the cover is not in bad shape at all. The slip cover. And again, you see the pricing. $6.18, $4.18, $3.18. Next, also one I was looking for my collection, James and the Giant Peach Special Edition Disney. This is a story by Roald Dahl, who, if you're familiar with him, I read him as a kid as Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Charlie and the Glass Elevator. Those were his two books. And he also, of course, did James and the Giant Peach. So very glad to add this to the collection, my Disney collection. This was $4.18. And lastly, and I think this is the only one that I haven't seen, Mary Poppins Returns. And this was $4.18. Nice slip cover. And the Blu-ray and the DVD. So that's what I picked up at Goodwill. I don't know what I did with the receipts, but you can add that up with the sales tax and everything. So Mary Poppins was actually the most expensive. My Kino Lorber pick for the week, The Wrong Guy, Dave Foley, Jennifer Tilly, David Higgins. And this is out of print. I was able to get this for a pretty good deal on eBay. And you got the booklet here. Been checking that one out. I might get that if it drops a little bit more. Just ordered that. Matter of fact, it just came in. Want to get that one. If anything happened on the way to the forum. Zero Mostel and Phil Silvers, Buster Keaton, old school comedy. All great movies here. Not a Chuck Norris fan though. GOG 3D. Duel at Diablo, Great Western. think I have any of these. Oh, had that on my list. The Party with Peter Sellers, Trouble Man, Hell Up in Harlem, Gator, all great movies. White Lightning, Miracle Mile, Cherry 2000, Blown Away, Malice. Let's see, Emerald Forest, that's from way back in the day for me. Great Train Robbery, Porky. So those are the ones that, some of those I have in my collection. The wrong guy. My classic pick, and let me get my Wesley Snipes so I can open this up. Hold on. Got my Wesley Snipes here, aka the real blade, my Billy Bob Thornton sling blade here. Open you up. This is a Warner Archive. Morgan Freeman in his iconic role. Lean on Me. Joe Clark. The baseball Batman. Lean on Me. Warner Brothers Archives. And my 3D pick, Lion of Judah in 3D, animated 3D. Checked it out real quick. Doesn't look too bad. And this is my Goodwill end of 2025 Blu-ray and DVD pickup. If you're familiar with the channel, this is where I separate the disc from the artwork and the plastic. At least one of these will make the shelf. So let me get these scanned in and get you good people on your way. Hold on. I have everything scanned into my CLZ Movies app. C is in Captive, L is in Lean on Me, Z is in Zardoz. Let's knock this out. I have everything laid out, ready to be put back in its proper place. As usual, I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in, leaving comments. If you made this far in the video, smash a like, give me the big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, go and subscribe. Make sure you check out my Saturday collection videos, same time, same channel. Before I forget, everyone, have a happy new year. May the best of your past be the worst of your future. Everyone, please be safe. Deuces.